seawater stuff happens at the LT cooler. Nowhere else. There's no seawater in the rest of the plant, except for making fresh water, your evaporators, and your ballast system.
Is it a vacuum evaporator? Do they drop the pressure?
Yeah, we drop the pressure. Yeah. And then
What
we
pressure
usually
do you run at?
That's about 95% vacuum. So our temperature, we normally used to run it at about 45, but for some reason we were struggling with the water production, so we jacked it up to about 50 odd degrees. For some reason it's working now. I don't know, we were struggling to make water. We went right down to 60 odd in the tank. That's low, because you're using close to 30 tons a day. Wow. People don't realize the water it's not raining here, we have to make it.
Is this all LV, low voltage?
Low voltage, yeah. So from your generator it comes up here to your switchboard. From your switchboard it's your 3.3. It supplies your propulsion, and also through your transformer goes to your 400 volt.
So this is the transformer?
That's the transformer, yeah.
For 380 and 340.
Yeah, your 400 volt system. So your 3.3 gets supplied here, and from here to your drives. We'll get to the drives later on.
So this is the high voltage switching?
Yeah, your high voltage, that side, yeah. That's your breaker for your transformer. You'll see it's closed there. And then converter 1, converter 2, the interconnector. That's your generators incoming. There's your synchronizing at the end there.
Yeah.
There's some tools over there, so in case we need to ground and rack out the breakers.
Have you got the suit?
No, we don't have the suit. We've got the racking out the...
So this enclosure can handle explosion and all that?
It's supposed to. That's why you've got your protection mats down here as well.
Yeah. Because racking, say, can be very dangerous.
It can be dangerous, so you need to make sure that it's off. There's nothing supplying. Then you can rack out.
Sure.
There's a lot of interlocks on here, so you can't just do. You need to have a key, or you need to have something before you can do something.
I went for a tour at ESCOM, at a switch room of a power station.
That's on a very high level.
Yeah, Doug was telling us he had the 2 interlocks. Is that for you?
Yeah, alright, someone will answer.
There are 2 interlock keys for a switch room. And a whole lot of safeties, and if the room was energized you couldn't go in. Oak was working on something. He put his ladder outside the door, went off. The cleaner came cleaning the floor, moved his ladder to the next door. Next day came, put his key in, the other put his key in, unlocked the door, went in, was energized, walked in with the aluminium ladder, 132 kV, got to the other side of the room. The second Oak came in, his ladder got close enough, arced, and he survived. His shoes were burnt into the concrete and clothes blew off his body.
Yeah, I know.
But all the interlocks failed, all 3.
Sure.
So yeah.
There will always be something that you cannot protect against.
Yes, I've watched lots of videos of scary stuff. You don't take a chance.
Yeah, even when they come here, they're very cautious. Our electrical staff.
You have to watch those videos, otherwise you got no respect.
Yes. Treat it as live.
Because I mean, this stuff is, the whole 4 megawatts per motor. You're talking
3.3 kilovolts. Yeah, there is a lot more.
Yeah. 400 volts. Yes, it's a lot of current. Earth fault detection.
Yeah, the monitor. So they probably switched over now to maneuvering mode. I'll just go and go out. Yeah, they changed. That's why you can hear the breakers coming in. So we need to select so that they can use the one of the converters that's powering the
thruster. Yeah, because they're on station now for. Yeah. Okay, so they need the thruster for maneuver.
For maneuvering, yeah. So not that they're going to maneuver anyway.
Which breaker?
It will be depending on how you select it inside. I'll show you there. I will have to go back there now.
So are these breakers that change?
Yeah, they change.
Yo.
All the automation that does it. it's probably gonna go back. It will come back on probably.
Yeah.
Let's just go have a look in those.
Just this length here?
Yeah, just this length, yeah. All our normal fuel pumps at the bottom there, right at the bottom. So we circulate the oil through it. It's always running.
One per engine?
Per engine. So in ice mode we've got 4 making it. So we don't need the burners.
When you're standing still, idle, what is from one engine run to?
Our default setting is 3.
3?
For seagoing mode, yeah.
Minimum engines?
Minimum, yeah. But we normally go down to 2 depending on what they want.
Yeah.
Then they limit it to not say it on the combinator. They can't go maximum. They can if they want. It will just start another engine. But then it will set off alarms and wake us up unnecessarily. We normally have an agreement. Only up until there.
Yeah.
Washing. It's clean the soup of the tubes. So we inject some water in there. Yeah. Steam loaded, yeah.
Can you see it come out the top?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah.
We can't blow now because we're in a special area. We have to wait till we're north of 60 south.
Do you have to put a hose on there?
Yes.
So it's not...
There's our hose.
Ah.
There's our water. We inject it in there. We normally just blast it at about 20 seconds on each side.
Huh?
You can see it clears out. It gets really dark and then it starts clearing. So when we leave now, you'll see a lot of it coming out. We normally wait till we're at a decent speed and there's a crosswind, otherwise all that shit lands on the object.
Yeah.
So that's why we wait till we clear the special area. We also don't do any bulge pumping or anything.
Yeah.
Everything is locked down.
So when you... that's why the hose is disconnected. So you
Yeah.
can't...
No, not really. That's just how we manage it, or how we're supposed to manage it.
And that, obviously that engine must be running.
Yes.
Must it be quite
We need
hard?
the heat and the velocity.
You need lots of...
Normally about 75% load. Because when we do this, we do the turbos as well. The turbine washing, normally about 10 minutes at the predetermined flow rate. And then also your inlet side of the